Alright, so hey guys, so welcome to another Warframe video, and update 23.10 has finally arrived, and oh boy, it was a bit of a disaster, wasn't it? Many people, including myself, weren't able to log in for about 3 hours after the update shipped. The new tilesets were broken and people are falling through the floor, and the tilesets were flickering, and the UI was broken, and people lost their fashion frame and their ship decorations, and yeah, it was pretty bad, but they've managed to fix most of the serious issues with a bunch of hotfixes, so things are at least working, so I can finally make this video and check out all the new features that were released with update 23.10. So the biggest thing by far are the new arbitrations, which are level 60 to 80 elite alerts that were prepared as sort of a challenge by the Arbiters of Hexes. So far there has only been one up at a time, and it seems to reset every 60 minutes. Now the arbitration mission can only be endless, so either survival, excavation, defense, interception, infested salvage, or defection. And they've changed the mission rules a little bit. The reward structure is different, the rewards are much better, and there are also these arbiter drones that are floating around and make things around them immune. Now, the rule changes for these arbitrations are as follows. So for survival, life support capsules only restore 75% of the life support they would in a normal mission. For interception, towers that are occupied by enemies will fill the progress bar twice as fast. Then for defense, you are protecting an arbiter of hexes, so an NPC that will follow you around, and you have much less wait time in between waves. For excavation, the defense time for each excavator has been bumped up to 3 minutes. Then for defection, the rescue targets have no revive state, so if they go down, that's it. And finally, the consoles in infested salvage have half of their normal health. So some of these can be quite tricky, especially since they are at sortie level, but they're definitely worth it because some of the mods you can get from them are quite spicy. There is Sharpshooter, which gives you 15 energy on a headshot kill with a sniper. There is Cautious Shot, which makes you take 90% less self-damage but deal 15% less damage in return. Then there is Power Donation, which is an aura that gives you minus 30% power strength for your Warframe, but plus 30% power strength for your teammates' Warframes. Then we have Vigorous Swap, which is a Warframe mod that gives you 165% bonus damage for 3 seconds when you switch between weapons, and it gives you 100% holster speed as well. Next on the list is Rolling Guard, which is also a Warframe mod, and this makes you invulnerable for 3 seconds and removes all status effects when you dodge, but it does have a 7-second cooldown. And the final mod is called Adaptation. This one is also for a Warframe, and this makes it so that whenever you're damaged, you will get 10% resistance for that damage type for 20 seconds, and it can stack up to 90%. So yeah, some pretty spicy stuff right there. You're probably not going to be swimming in these for a while though, because as I've mentioned already, the reward structure is different. It takes twice as long to get a reward. So for example, you're doing defense, instead of getting a reward every 5 waves, you're going to get it every 10 waves. But it's actually not that bad, because they did change the rotation structure for these as well. So instead of it being AABC, and so on and so on and so on, like it is for normal endless missions, it's just A, B, and then C, 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 C going forward. Those are not the only rewards though, because when you complete an arbitration, you will get 50,000 credits and something called Vitus Essence. And this is just a currency that you can take to a new vendor inside the Arbiters room on any of the relays, and you can buy some cool stuff from him. There are some sigils and decorations, but you can also buy Cautious Shot and Power Donation, as well as Judicial Coils, which is just a weird looking accessory for your operator. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about arbitrations, because I haven't really played enough of them to form an opinion, so I'll probably make another video once I've played like, I don't know, 50 or maybe 100 of them. Moving on, we have 3 new weapons, and I'm only going to talk about 2 of them because the third one is a quest thing and I really don't want to spoil that. And those are the Pup Assist, which is an infested staff that has a decent amount of status and innate Varo damage, and the Falcor, which is a corpus glyph that also has decent status and innate electricity damage. Now I am going to make a full quick look video for both of these, so all I'm going to say for now is that they are acquired from the Infested and Corpus labs respectively. Moving on, we have the new daily tribute system, which is overall just better than the previous one. The rewards scale much better, and it also lets you pick between different things every time you log in on a new day. Then we have 2 new Sentinel specific mods. There is Energy Generator for Death Cube, which will make it drop an energy orb after it assists you with 10 kills, and Ambush for Shade, which makes it so that when the ghost invisibility given to you by Shade is broken, you will do 120% more damage for 3 seconds. And that's kind of it for the bigger stuff. They of course added a bunch of smaller stuff like the Zastra dual dagger skin and the Clutch Gill machete skin. Then they added a bunch of new dojo decor, they nerfed Sarin, and there's like 10 pages of fixes and changes that you can go through if you want to. I'm not gonna do that here because it is literally like 10 pages of fixes and changes, so if you want to check it out yourself, there is a link to the forum thread in the description. And that's pretty much it from me, so I thank you very much for watching. As always guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.